but I know some of you have like a bio background, so you're going to know the answer, so don't shout it out and ruin it for everyone else. I want this to be like, I want us all to think about it. I've got a parrot on my shoulder. How is a parrot like a squid? Okay, don't answer yet. Think about it. Okay, so there are a bunch of really big squid in the world. Now, how many of you have seen like squid at the supermarket? Okay, yeah, a lot of you, or maybe at the aquarium. And there are a lot of little squid that are a foot long. That's probably the average size for squid. And there are some that are really tiny, but these are pretty big. So this one over here, this is called the Humboldt squid. Those two pictures on the right, they get to be probably about as big as a dog, like 50 pounds or more. And they can be pretty intimidating when you see them underwater. They have the advantage, that's their medium. So there are some divers who've been pretty badly beaten up by Humboldt squid but live to tell the tale. And then you've got this one here. This is Dana octopus squid, which only has 8 arms, unlike most squid with 10. And then on the upper left, there's a really weird squid. The body is only a couple of feet long, but the arms are super long. It's very thin and just swims very slowly through the deep ocean, catching stuff. So there are a lot of big squid. But are there any really big squid? Are there any really enormous squid? So people all through history have had a lot of different answers to that. So this dude over here, Pliny the Elder, if you ever want a good laugh, read the Natural History by Pliny the Elder. Now, in fairness, you know, he was a pioneer. He was compiling stories by other people, but he was. I mean, it sounds very credulous to a modern person. Like he was recounting all these really ridiculous stories from all over the world as if it were actually fact. And he was doing the best he could for an early natural historian. But one statement he made about this was in particular, people think he was referring to an octopus and other the related animals in the Mediterranean. He said, "No animal is more savage in causing the death of man in the water." Now, women were okay; they were not harmed in any way by this. But so, what was he describing with this? Well, this is a picture, the common woodcut of a kraken-like monster that was commonly envisioned centuries ago, that was big enough to attack and pull down ships. Now, maybe he was talking about this, or maybe he was talking something like this, you know, a little octopus like this, which there were a lot of in the Mediterranean also. So there's a whole range of octopus sizes. But some people think when people are talking about krakens, the legends about krakens, that they're actually, some of them were actually a lot smaller, or some of the biggest